Now Ryan on first down. That's complete to Smith. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
A ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches.
On the draw, this is Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Todd Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Brings up 4th down.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to air it. He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
1st down, Atlanta.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing again, Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan will throw again. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
But it brings up...
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
For the Falcons field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
A first down carry for Smith. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Gurley. They find some open field here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
A gain of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
The 35-yard line.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Room here to run. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Past the 20. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Go, go, go. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Let's go, let's get this ball.
Mahomes now to throw. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Chiefs 21. Falcons.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Ryan's pass.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Smith. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Ryan to throw. Flushed out right. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
First and goal, Atlanta.
On first and goal, Gurley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
And at the 25-yard line, the Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Ryan steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Frank Clark just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And going deep for Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now Ryan on first down. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
A 57-yard gain.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ito Smith that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with his his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Coup for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Is good. Makes the score Chiefs 35. Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Point after.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's the Super Bowl hero from a year ago. It's Damian Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they are able to to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. They better be prepared for some adjustments to come.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Keeps the score. Chiefs 41.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 9, Ryan, the left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
A 3-yard.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now Ryan. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. That's complete to Smith. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The 42.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
At the 34-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to almost certainly win the football game. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 2nd and 11 now. Gurley. And he went backwards. yards. He'll be down at the 30. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd one winner. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year.
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Going into the final play of this game.